Animated Logo 3. Now time to add sound to the animations. I've made a very complicated animation here, 5 seconds long, assuming 12 seconds keyframe rates per frame, and I've made a guide path. Now to add the sound. There is sound, and you're going to need to import it into your library. We haven't used the library before, so now's the time. It's in ODM, Media Dropbox, Animated Logo, Intro Sounds. Now, before you import these, you might want to take a second to look at the the duration of each one. They're from 5 to 13. I think there's a 14-second one. You can't, with what we're doing today, change this length of time. So there's a couple 13-second ones. You can play with it though. So I'm going to select them all, import to library, and it's done. Now the library is a window that we haven't had open. Go to Windows, Library. There it is. The tweens are also in your library as symbols. We haven't talked about that. We will in the future. Okay, so layer 1 is the red sphere. And the guide is the guide for the red sphere. Don't need to label that. And I'm going to make a new layer for first sound. I'm going to use 01. Now sounds aren't going to respond to keyframes. You just have to pick a frame, and drag the sound in there. And then you can see the sound wave. It stops right here by coincidence because I knew this was a 5-second sound. I'll show you later there are exceptions to that. Okay, if I play it. Not a very good match there. Sound doesn't really match the motion. So I can make this much quicker. I can click, release, click, and oops, try that again. Click, release, click, and drag, and get this starting near where that sound comes in, and near where it ends. I lost my motion tween, but I can put that back in. And try it now. And to really preview it, we should see it in the SWF export. So you hold down Command Return and see what the audience will see. Try that again. A little better. Might want to tighten it up a little bit. This is where the sound fades out. So I'm going to click this and drag it over a little bit here. Maybe that'll make it go a little faster. Okay, so get the basic idea. You can see the sound. Stop that. You can see the sound. You don't have to be using a guide layer for this. I just think they make things more exciting. And you can use multiple sounds. I'm going to add another layer. It shouldn't be under the guide layer. It should be a sound layer. Name it Sound 5. And I'm going to get Sound 5. Drop it in up here. Looks like it didn't take. Try it again. Okay, now this is going to be very little happening at the beginning and something happens at the end. So you could do some exciting things with combining sounds. So this is not going to, let's try this from the beginning. It's not going to stop when the animation stops. So the sound says it's that long, but it's not. It's going to play as long as it is. So you're going to have to match your animation to match your longest soundtrack. Okay, play with this, have fun. You're going to do great things.